Go.
Okay. Hello, everyone. We are the people team, and we're gonna present about the people. Now we're gonna interview ChatGPT. We made some questions, and yeah, I will screen share my screen right now. Okay. So my question are: what factors most influence employee satisfaction, and how can companies create a positive work environment? And the answer that ChatGPT gave me was: employee satisfaction is influenced by several key factors that shape how people feel about their work and workplace. One of the most important factors is recognition and appreciation. When employees feel that their efforts are valued and acknowledged, their motivation and sense of purpose increase. Regular feedback, praise, and rewards help employees feel seen and respected. Another major factor is work-life balance. Employees who have flexibility and reasonable workloads are less likely to experience burnout and more likely to stay engaged. Offering remote work options, flexible schedules, and support for personal well-being can greatly improve satisfaction. Opportunities for growth also play a crucial role. When employees have access to training, mentorship, and clear career paths, they feel that their work contributes to their personal and professional development. Additionally, leadership and company culture have a strong influence. Supportive managers, open communication, and a culture of respect help create a safe and motivating environment. Employees are more satisfied when they trust their leaders and feel part of a positive community. Okay, and for my second question was, why is it important for companies to recognize and reward employee performance, and how does this affect motivation and engagement? And the answer that I have is: recognizing and rewarding employee performance is important because it reinforces positive behavior, boosts motivation, and strengthens engagement. When employees feel their work is valued, they develop a sense of pride and belonging, which encourages them to continue performing well. Recognition shows that the company appreciates their effort, and this validation increases both morale and loyalty. Rewards, whether financial such as bonuses or non-financial like public praise or professional growth opportunities, help employees feel that their contributions make a difference. This sense of appreciation creates a positive cycle where motivated employees work harder, stay engaged, and inspire others to do the same. In contrast, when good performance goes unnoticed, employees may feel discouraged or unimportant, leading to decreased motivation and productivity. Therefore, recognition and rewards are not only acts of appreciation, but also strategic tools that improve overall job satisfaction, drive engagement, and contribute to the long-term success of both employees and the organization. And that's all from my part. Now, my partner will continue.
Joe. Yeah.
Is it my
Can
turn
you?
then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just make sure to screen share so we can see
Yeah.
your computer.
hmm
Oh, before we move on, Joe. Yeah.
Wait, you didn't see my screen?
No, it's okay. Can you just share it right now? It's good. Just show the answers real quick
Okay.
with the screen. Yeah.
Why you didn't tell me, bro?
I
I
just
would tell.
realized. I thought my computer was bugging. But
Okay, this is the
okay.
questions, the answer.
Did okay.
This is the second question and the answer. Do you want me
So
to go
does
again?
oh no, no, that's good.
Um,
Just does anyone have like any comments on this? Like why companies um why companies need to recognize and reward employees' performance? Any thoughts?
Oh, do I have to pause the recording?
Can you pause?
or just keep it?
No, just keep
Just
it.
keep it. Okay, okay.
Just keep it going. Yeah, keep it rolling.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead again, John.
Go ahead, Jun. Yep.
Screen
Okay.
share.
Yeah, my first question was, what does the company do for culture for its employees and maintain their community? And the answer of the ChatGPT was that almost every company that cares about its people uses a blend of culture building, community building strategies to engage employees, reinforce values, and create meaningful connections. Common culture and community practices. One, clear values, vision, and shared purpose. Companies publicly define what they stand for and why their work matters. That helps employees feel they're part of something meaningful, not just a paycheck. For example, having core values used in onboarding and decision making. This creates a shared identity and foundation for community. Number two, recognition and appreciation. Showing employees that their work and contributions matter is key. Many companies have formal recognition programs, peer-to-peer praise, thank you tools, etc. When people feel seen and valued, community grows. Number three, team building and social connection. Because work is social, companies invest in activities that help people connect beyond strictly task work. This create informal bonds and help turn coworkers into something like a work community. Number four, learning, growth, and development. A culture where you can grow professionally, help people feel invested, and also helps build loyalty and internal community. Many companies offer trainings, workshops, mentorship, skill sharing. This shows the company is investing in its people, not just using them. I'll move to the second question. My second question was, how does a company effectively use the rest and work cycle? And the ChatGPT's answer was, a company that uses the rest work cycle effectively understand that high performance comes from periods of intense focus followed by genuine recovery, not constant business. This idea applies both at the organizational level, how they design schedules, policies, expectations, at the individual level, how employees manage energy and attention. Number one, recognize that rest drives performance. Top performing companies treat rest as part of the work system, not the opposite of it. They draw on research showing that sustained creativity, focus, and decision making depend on recovery. Number two, design work with natural cycles in mind. Organizations build rhythms into the year, month, week, and even day that reflect human energy patterns. Daily, encourage deep work in the morning and lighter collaboration in the afternoon. Weekly, avoid late meetings on Fridays. Allow flexible Fridays or no meeting days. Quarterly, annually, offer slower periods after major product launches or fiscal deadlines. These cycles mimic how athletes train. Push hard, then rest to recover and grow stronger. I'll finish in here. Okay, next person.
Brian, is that you?
Okay, so let me check. Share. Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so my first question I got is, what strategies can be placed to help employees stay healthy and grow in the business? And for few answers are promoting mental health and work-life balance, like having flexible work options, remote work, flexible hours or compressed work weeks reduced by reducing burnout and stress. Mm. And then here are the other few strategies to keep uh, employees healthy is by encouraging their physical health, fostering professional growth and learning, like promoting certain people in their in like whatever roles they have, creating a supportive and inclusive culture, and regularly assess and adapt, like using surveys to get feedback on how the business is doing overall. My second question is, how does the company encourage collaboration and teamwork across departments? And a few responses of those are building a culture of shared goals. Like a company's objective is align all teams to common outcomes, transparent communication, regularly share company priorities and progress so everyone understands how their work connects. And wait, another few ways to encourage collaboration and teamwork are by encouraging open and continuous communication, creating cross-functional teams or projects, foster relationships and trust, leadership and structure that supports collaboration, and use of technology and data to bridge gaps, and once again, feedback. And a summary of both of these are to help or strategies for employee health, growth, and collaboration. To help employees stay healthy and grow, businesses should focus on mental, physical, and professional well-being. This includes promoting work-life balance through flexible hours and mental health support, encouraging physical wellness with fitness programs and ergonomic workspaces, and fostering career growth through training, mentorship, and clear advancement paths. Building a supportive and inclusive culture that values recognition, diversity, and psychological safety is also key. Continuous feedback and adaptation ensure these programs remain effective. And to encourage collaboration and teamwork across departments, companies should align employees around shared goals, promote open communication, using collaborative tools, and form cross-functional teams or projects. They can strengthen relationships through team building activities, share spaces, and recognize joint achievements. Leadership should model collaboration, reward teamwork, and ensure systems and data and integrated for transparency. Regular feedback loops help identify and remove barriers to collaboration. Yeah. Uh, and I'll be passing on to my next person, Michael. Yep.
Yeah, let me share my screen. Okay, you see it?
Yeah. Good.
Okay, my first question was how have aspects of people and social responsibility changed over time? And then it went into detail about earlier societies in the pre-industrial era, going over about their community and the responsibilities they had back then, hierarchical structure, and then it went into the Industrial Revolution for the 18th and 19th centuries with social reform, birth of corporate responsibility, and the rise of social activism. And then it went on to the 20th century with post-World War II welfare states and how governments took on greater responsibility for citizens' well-being, which is like education, healthcare, and social security. Went into civil rights and global justice, corporate social responsibility, and then it went into the 21st century and today with global awareness and issues like climate change, diversity, and sustainability have made social responsibility a global concern, not just local. Digital activism, which is how social media empowers individuals to raise awareness and mobilize for causes. ESG and ethical consumerism, which is companies are now judged by their environmental, social, and governance practices, and consumers demand transparency and accountability. And along with individual responsibility, many people see ethical living, recycling, voting, volunteering, mindful consumption as part of personal identity. And then my second question was what programs or initiatives are used to support and promote employee mental health and work-life balance? For first off, it went with employee assistance programs, which is confidential counseling and referral services for employees dealing with stress, anxiety, depression, family issues, or substance use, and then how it helps, and an example of it. Then it went into flexible work arrangements, which is what they are, policies that allow employees to adjust when and where they work, like remote or hybrid work, the benefits. And then it went into wellness programs, which is what they are, initiatives promoting physical and mental health through holistic wellness, mental health training and awareness, programs that educate employees and managers about recognizing and supporting mental health needs, examples and outcomes, then access to professional support. Examples of that would be coverage for mental health therapy under company insurance, paid time off and sabbaticals, such as unlimited PTO and mandatory disconnect policies, which encourage full disconnection from work during leave. Went over supportive culture and leadership, and the initiatives include leaders modeling healthy behaviors like taking breaks and setting boundaries, having no meeting days, and the impact would normalize prioritizing mental health without fear of judgment. And then it went into diversity, equity, and inclusion and belonging initiatives, which is a connection to mental health, inclusive environments where employees feel respected and valued, reduce workplace stress, and programs such as employee resource groups, inclusive leadership training, and psychological safety practices. And then the summary for that was modern organizations use a mix of policy, culture, and technology to support well-being. And that was that. Can pass it on to the next person now. See, stop share.
Okay, let me share my screen real quick. Okay, can you guys see it? This one?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So for my question, I did, do companies genuinely care about their employees or do they just take care of them because legally they have to? Um, Basically, ChatGPT gave me the legal and economic incentives, which is basically like paid time off, health insurance, like safe working conditions, and then like HR departments often exist to protect the company first, not necessarily the individual employee. But then it gave the leadership and culture matter of it, I guess. And it says like the founders and executives have oftentimes have like ethical values. They promote psychological safety and transparency and make decisions that sacrifice short-term profit for long-term trust and well-being. And then they gave us like a gray area, instrumental caring, it says, where there's a middle ground where companies care instrumentally. They support employee well-being because it leads to better productivity, creativity, and retention. It's not purely altruistic, but it still results in positive environments. Um, and then it gave me like an in short that you can see. And then for my next question, I did, when work environments aren't fitting to an employee, what is the best approach to make employees feel more supported and how does this make their work ethic better? And then it was like it said, understanding why the environment doesn't fit, which is usually poor communication, lack of growth opportunities, uh, being overworked is really a big one, and stuff like that. And they said to create psychological safety, leaders showing vulnerability, anonymous feedback systems, and then following up on feedback with visible action. Um, it is known that a lot of jobs like provide support and not just words, like adjusting workloads, deadlines, offering mentorship, providing flexible like schedules, and recognizing effort, not just outcomes. And then it also does like align roles with strengths and values, identify what motivates each employee, redesign tasks to align with those drivers, offering opportunities for skill building or lateral movement. And then this improves work ethic by like higher engagement and creativity, better retention. So like people stay where they feel seen and valued, peer influence supported by like employees and obviously the people that have hired them and whatnot. And yeah, that's kind of it.
Okay, let's move on to Anthony.
Right. Y'all see it, right?
Yep.
Okay. For my question, I said what ChatGPT gave me was, let's see. It was just giving me on different leniency warnings. You get a second leniency, and then after that, you just get terminated after three leniencies, which are given to you based on different faculties, because not every company is the same. That's for this first question. And then I don't know, this first it just gave me a little summary on a verbal warning written, and then you get a final warning on performance plan. After that, if it doesn't improve, you get a termination. And for my next question, what methods would be approached to exceed and the safety and mental well-being of employees? Um, just gave me just little core principles. You get prevention first, psychological safety, proactive support, and a whole person approach. Get concrete methods on safety systems, mental health programs that are given by them, work design and workload management and leadership actions, get community and culture, and some financial and practical supports with measurement and accountability. Some sample implementation timelines, get 0 to 30 days, 30 to 90 days, or 30 to 12 months, or if more needed. And for the summary that was given to me, it was just basically ensure physical safety, just regular risk assessments for support mental health, offer counseling, mental health days, stress management training, and flexible work options. Third one is train leaders. And then you get promote positive culture. And for the last, monitor and improve using surveys and feedback to refine their programs. And yeah, that would be it. Next person.
Okay, I think that's Allison.
Let me share my screen. And guys, my screen.
Would you say you're cutting out a little bit?
Can you guys see my screen? Can you guys see my screen?
It's loading.
Yeah, it's loading right now.
Yeah.
There, can see it now.
There, that's good.
Okay, my first question is, can you describe a time when you implemented a change or an initiative that improved employee well-being, engagement, or development within your organization? It basically just gave me like in my previous, like an example, like in my previous role as operation managers, I noticed that employees were showing signs of burnouts during peak seasons. To address this, I led the creation of flexible Fridays initiative, allowing team members to work half days or alternating Fridays combined with virtual wellness activities and optional professional development workshops. My second question is, how do you reassure that your organization's decisions positively impact the local community and uphold social responsibility? It gave me another example. I believe social responsibility should be integrated into everyday decision making, not treated as a separate initiative. In my current organization, I established a community partnership framework that guides how we select local suppliers, volunteer projects, and sustainable efforts. And then it was just give me an example. And yeah, I don't know. Like these are the questions like I had from the beginning. I never changed them because I feel like they're good. But yeah, that's my questions.
Okay. Brianna, you're next.
Okay, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. For my question was, how do you manage a key stakeholder who disagrees with a project's direction but has significant influence? And it just says like understand their perspective, and like underneath that says to listen actively and schedule a one-on-one meeting to hear their concerns in detail. It also says clarify project rationale, and to like highlight benefits and trade-offs. So like showing transparency about what's gained and what's compromised with the chosen path. Also to find common ground, like identify shared interests and to engage them constructively and to use influence strategically. And for my second question, how should businesses respond when their actions benefit one group but harm another? And it says here to identify and acknowledge the impact, or like to conduct a stakeholder analysis, which is like clearly define who benefits and who is harmed, the customers, employees, communities, suppliers, or the environment. Or to evaluate ethical and legal responsibilities, assess moral obligations, consider principles such as fairness, justice, and respect for human rights, to seek minimize harm. Also to communicate honestly and to be transparent and hold accountability. In short, businesses should strive for ethical balance, acknowledgement, trade-offs, minimizing harm, communicating transparently, and ensuring that decisions align with their stated values and responsibilities. That's all I pretty much had.
Okay. Who's the
And
next
who's up?
person?
That would be me.
No, yeah.
Let me share my screen real quick. Can you guys see that?
It's loading right now.
All right, all right.
All right,
you
good.
see-
All right. Hold up. Let me just give me a second. All right, for my first question, I got how can the company fix hold on. Let me move this. How can a company fix workload a little overwhelming? The answer they gave me is it said, I think a company can help reduce the feeling of being overwhelmed by forcing on clear prioritization, communication, and support system. First, leadership can make sure prioritizing are well defined so employees know what truly matters most. Secondary, encouraging open communications about workload helps. And finally, promoting a healthy work culture makes a big difference. And then for the second question I got was, how can the company help when someone notices that some members aren't pulling their weight, and how should someone handle it while keeping you and the team motivated? The answer he gave me is I think the company plays a key role in helping teams stay motivated. When some members aren't contributing equally, the first step is for the company to foster a culture of accountability and open communication. When expectation, goals, and roles are clearly defined, it's easier for everyone to understand what's expected and for leaders to notice when someone might be struggling. If an issue does arise, managers can help by addressing it early and privately, focusing on understanding the root cause. And I asked it to give me a summary of both questions. It said companies can reduce overwhelm by setting clear priorities, promoting open communication about workloads, providing support and resources, and maintaining a healthy work life. And for the second question, it says companies can help by all
I think we just lost him.
Did he just
Great.
did his like computer die or something? No way.
No, we
What is
just lost
going
him.
on?
We can wait a few minutes for him to come back.
Got booted off.
Yeah, I don't know if it was his network
Oh
or
yeah, I know. Bro.
that's pretty cool.
Come
Oh
on
yeah,
now.
I'm done.
Wow.
Um,
My bad, y'all. My thing died.
it's okay.
I didn't expect that. I won't lie. Okay, I was basically done anyways. I was basically done.
Okay.
So are we done?
Let's talk about a few questions real quick.
All right.
Just to have something. So what do we think about companies recognizing and rewarding employees?
I think that's important. I think that promotes something within the employees to want to keep going within that company, Good incentive for 'em.
Motivates them, right?
Yep.
Motivates. Got something else in there, Michael?
Mm. For the questions, are we going through all of them right now?
Yeah, we can discuss a few.
Okay.
Mm.
Let me pull up real quick. Mm. Offering engaged remote work options. For the factors of employee influence. Oh my gosh, sorry. For the factors of the employee satisfaction, sorry. For I have like a distraction. I have I think the work-life balance part is actually a really good point to make because I feel like some jobs are really bad at like making sure their employees have like time off for holidays or maybe like benefits they need for their families and stuff. So I think if more employees did that, they would have so much more satisfaction for their like jobs and maybe even more better work ethic in wanting to do their jobs.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see. Um, let's see. What do you guys think about the programs and initiatives used to support employee mental health and the work-life balance?
Mm.
flexible work and wellness programs?
It is definitely good they've started adding wellness programs because it's very easy to ignore your mental health when you're so focused on getting your job done. And I feel like if your mental health is not being taken care of, then the way you do your job, like the progress just keeps declining over time, which isn't good for the employers whatsoever.
Yeah. I know tech companies are really big on supporting their employees.
A lot of big companies are really big on that.
Yep. See who else wants to talk about their questions.
One last one. How do companies, or how do we all think companies encourage teamwork? Any views on that?
But they encourage teamwork.
Yeah, like to work as a team.
Um, I think by incentives and maybe assignments that they are knowing that employees will work in a group, so they'll be introduced to one another and say, oh, they're going to have a project over a period of time. The people you're going to work with, there'll be a leader, and suppose they'll get used to each other, and eventually just kind of get a professional team bond and perhaps rewards after they complete projects that are due over time.
Does anybody else maybe want to pitch in on about their questions or about someone else's questions that intrigued them a bit? Or are we just stopped out?
All right, if not, let's go ahead and wrap up soon.
Yeah, I agree.
No more questions or discussion. Are we done?
Yeah,
I think
I
we're
think we're
good.
good.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome.
All right, let's wrap up the
All right.
recording.
Okay.
Okay, then I'll shut the recording.
hmm
Finish.